We're here from Ace.
I'm Bastet. I'll be running your operation to investigate the unusual occurrences that have been happening everywhere recently.
Stay out of Antiborough. Stuck in time loop.
I guess it's a ghost plumbing situation.
Bastet has got us out of a lot of problems, but I don't think she can get it out of this one.
It wasn't all the bodies. There were 2 bodies.
Everyone else just got disappeared.
I went missing for a while and I lost my brother. I don't know where he is.
Oh, that's my mother. Oh dear.
It's the same mother that you keep describing as tyrannical and horrible.
Have to practice ritual fight with brother.
Ellie, can I make an insight check of myself but in real life?
To Deck of Many Aces, an actual play podcast made with actual asexuals. We are a group of people who identify as somewhere on the aromantic and or asexual spectrum, playing 5th edition D&D with a twist. Every character's past, present and future is based on a card drawn from the Deck of Many Things, because I always have been and always will be a tarot girly. I am your DM, your demisexual.
What about maraschino, like the cherry?
That's so good.
I think we've done that before.
I don't think we
No
have.
way.
No, surely not.
I feel like we've done it before.
We've just done a lot of things before. We've done 91 episodes.
Consult the Oracle Ouroboros. Anyway, I'm Ellie. I am your DM. I forgot to say my pronouns as well. Demisexual maraschino. I use they them pronouns. And I have spent the last 8 hours writing an Arts Council bid. So my brain is made of maraschino cherries.
Yay.
Today's going to be fun. Everyone else introduce yourselves.
Hello, my name is Am. I forgot it was me.
It's Am's turn. Everyone's done it now.
I was doing fanfiction research. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Tosia Atherdale, the party battle master fighter and barbarian.
Woo!
Who is having a very badass moment after Raina was like, "You got this," and then like opened up the fight for Tos. It was very cool. I liked it a lot. Good work, Chloe.
It's because Am's amazing and we love her. But hey. Hi, I'm Chloe. I play Raina Riftwood, the Tabaxi Brogue. That is a bard and a rogue for the uninitiated. We both use she, her pronouns. And Raina is really, really, really going down the control the battlefield route today.
True bard behaviour.
Very bard behaviour, this is true. I've done no roguing today. In fact, when I attempted to do some roguing, I did it really badly and failed slow.
Hello, I'm Eiriol, and I'm playing Delphi the Growfolk Warlock. I use she, they pronouns, and Delphi uses she, her pronouns.
That was really efficient.
Yeah, yep. I had to take a second to like fully lock in on the intro. The pronoun thing for some reason reminded me of a bit that I saw where it was people doing a who's on first, but with the first baseman being she.
Oh, was this the she and the, I saw this.
And the second being they, and the third being he, and them all having different pronouns. It was amazing.
They were like, so she is she, her. No, she is they, them. And all that sort of thing.
Who's on first? She. Yeah, who? If you don't know who's on first, this is not making any sense.
Absolutely no idea.
Okay,
it's a bit.
If you don't know what who's on first is, stop listening. Go listen to the bit from the 1970s or whenever it was, like a very old comedy sketch.
No, our sweet listenership.
Yeah, no, but they can come back and understand this bit better.
No, we're losing them to the 1970s comedy bit. Okay.
People are allowed to pause podcast.
You'll have to listen to this afterwards, Webster.
And it's amazing. If anyone has any Who's on First Style recommendations, I adore them because it's so good. Ellie should also go watch it, but not now.
We can take a 5-minute break from recording.
We don't have the time.
Anyway, hi, I'm Katie. I use she or they or any pronouns, and I play Morgan, the tiefling wizard. And if we're doing fun facts about what we did recently, which we seem to be doing, is I did see a raven do a barrel roll on the weekend.
That is some really good content, to be fair.
Yeah, but you didn't see a raven doing a barrel roll on the weekend.
I didn't. You're right.
Correct.
Right, can we play some D&D?
So, yes. So, everyone around the table already knows, but for the sake of our listenership, I have absolutely no idea what happened last time, so I'm going to rely on you guys to help me out and to remind me what happened last time.
We were like, oh, Felicity, you're surely back where we left you outside of this house that we've been in for like 7 hours. Not that long, but...
I will say, in between the last episode we recorded and the one that we have... The bit where we leave Felicity outside has been released, and people are like, haha, don't forget you left her outside, and we're all like, oh no!
We did!
This'll be fine. Then Felicity wasn't there, but she was being accosted outside the bins by some ruffians.
Some orcs.
So, yes.
One with a rapier and one with a crossbow.
Luckily, Ellie totally fumbled the carefully planned combat by just, like, not making them very good at their jobs. And then these 4 adventurers came in and were like, drop our friend or we're gonna kill you. And then a battle ensued.
Yeah.
They're really giving, like, Blackadder and Baldric.
I do remember them being like, stop or we'll kill Felicity. And I was like, no.
We'll kill you first!
And then just immediately healed Felicity and killed them. Tried to kill them.
To be fair, they did get Felicity to 0 hit points in 1 turn.
Yeah, they did effectively kill Felicity.
They did effectively kill Felicity.
Yeah, but
Knocked
she's
her
a
out.
wizard. They're really easy to kill.
Not how. That's not a good thing.
No. So they did follow through with their threat, and I don't think they are actually Blackadder and Baldric. They're actually, like, I've got their stat block. They're pretty impressive. I think it's just that you guys are at such a high level now that, like, competent people just kind of look a bit stupid in comparison.
Yeah.
When we have polymorph, it's like...
They followed through in their threat in front of the healer. So I was like, all right, I'll heal her.
Boop.
Chloe and I did go to the school of NADPOD fans who have learnt to bully the villains and just make fun of them so that they're not scary.
I do love to bully a villain, I have to say.
That is also, I think that is a universal thing. Chloe remembers very well, this is a small tangent, Chloe remembers very well the time that we were introduced to a villain by the name of Brulena, who I couldn't remember the name of, and so I just started calling her Bruschetta the entire time.
There is nothing funnier than misnaming a villain because their name is silly.
It's just so great!
That laugh peaked the audio so bad, I'm sorry.
We did take revenge on Ellie in the end because then Ellie introduced a NPC in their campaign called what was their actual name? Was it just Wheelmarrow?
Wheelmarrow!
And we all just called them Wheelbarrow because we couldn't remember the name.
Anyway, let's play this game of D&D.
Let's go.
So we ended off with Raina doing some illusion stuff to the guy with the crossbow, right?
Yeah.
And making him think that Ghost Felicity was there haunting him.
Ghost Felicity. She said, I know what you did. That was your edition, not mine. I'm telling Ellie this because I know Ellie won't remember.
Yeah, that was my edition.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You know what? I have such a flair for the dramatic. I should do performance, maybe.
Whoa, Ellie, maybe you should be a performer.
Yeah, you should go on stage.
I should go on stage. So it is Morgan's turn next. So just to remind you, there's the guy with the rapier who is by Taz? ?
Yes.
Yeah, I put myself in between him and Morgan because I was like, I am the damage sponge.
Yes, and then there's the crossbow guy who has been told to freeze, but that hasn't come into effect yet.
So he's got one target left. We don't really want to just outright kill them, right? Because we want to talk to him after.
We only need to talk to one of them.
Can you non-lethally chain lightning?
Ellie, I messed up. You can drop the freeze because the command I'm supposed to have concentration on, and I now have concentration on Phantasmal Force instead.
Okay, that's fine. No freeze for this boy.
Can you non-lethally cast chain lightning?
Is it a melee attack?
No.
Then no.
Okay.
We had a definitive ruling on this,
Yeah.
remember guys?
Yeah.
We had a whole, 20-minute in-podcast episode, dedicated to this.
In which case, I'm not going to obliterate both of them from the surface of the planet.
It was a definitive ruling so good that I now use it in my home games.
Yeah, same.
I am not going to try and obliterate them both off the face of the planet because it would be too easy. Instead, I'm going to kick one of them. Oh no, I can't because that's a reaction. In that case, I'm just going to use a cantrip.
Wild.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on the
Nice.
crossbow guy. Oh, no, not the... Whichever one Raina isn't breaking the brain of. The other one. I'm going to cast...
Yeah.
Chloe, you ready for it? I'm going to cast Mind Anyway, I cast that spell, which is an int save, please.
Int save. Let's have a look.
Is this the same one where if they fail, you know their location for 24 hours?
No, it's not.
Oh. That one would be handy.
It is the one where it gives them a negative to their next saving throw, though.
Ooh.
That is a 24.
A 24 does actually save, unfortunately.
Ugh.
Oh well.
Does anything happen?
No,
So you just point at
it was a
him.
cantrip because I'm saving my spell for... I thought the spell was...
Intimidation roll. Judge.
No.
Absolutely not.
I have the spell I want to cast, but it's somehow a reaction, so I'm just going to wait till it next does something, and then I'm going to cast
cool.
it.
Amazing.
Cool. Do you want green to do anything?
Green... Nah, green's chill.
Cool. Alrighty.
I have a thing for green to do in the future, but it's not going to happen yet.
Okay. Delphi,
Yeah.
you're going.
Oh,
What
cool.
you doing?
Delphi's just gonna hit the person that they're next to, which I think is the not
The rapier
crossbow
one.
The rapier one.
Yeah, okay, cool. Go for it.
Cool. That is a 26.
Oof.
Should I just do all three attacks once, or?
Go for it.
Okay, that's a 24, and that's a 29. No, sorry, 28.
Okay,
So that's 3 hits, right, Webster?
they all hit.
Right.
Excellent.
I'm just being difficult.
And then where's the D10?
I'm just being difficult.
That's a 19 for the first one, 21 for the second, 20 for the third. 60 damage.
Wow. Oh my
I didn't even use
God.
a spell.
Oh my
Eldritch
god.
Blast
Okay.
is mad. Also, that is a spell, I hate to say.
This isn't Eldritch Blast. This is just stab.
This was just stabbing them with the glaive.
Oh, I thought this is Eldritch Blast.
That and a Hexblade Curse. With a Hexblade Curse, I have a minimum of 11 damage. No, sorry, 12 damage even. So,
I thought we weren't going to destroy them.
Delphi...
You never said that to Delphi.
Yeah.
Delphi doesn't know the meaning of non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
Delphi's like, I'll kill a man.
Delphi never learned how to not kill people.
Yeah.
This is bad.
What is Felicity gonna do? It's her turn.
Snipe.
Ah, yes. She's gonna cast a thing.
That's my girl.
And I will see if it does anything. So, Felicity points at... Which one of these two is being more annoying to you personally?
The rapier one, probably. The other one is
The rapier
engaged with a thing that's not there.
They whiffed that saving throw. So, Felicity is like, get out of here! And they just disappear.
Nice.
Nice! Banished?
Cool.
And I'm just gonna roll something else for Felicity. Don't mind me.
Oh,
Keep
yeah.
blinking.
Da-da-da-da.
No wild magic here. Felicity's a complete normal wizard.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Nothing to see here. Everything is fine. They're just a normal wizard. She's just a normal wizard. An innocent wizard.
Paid no attention to the wild magic behind the
Just
curtain.
innocent wizards.
Innocent
Tazia's
wizards.
eye twitches and she doesn't know why.
Yes. How long does banish last?
A minute,
A minute.
which is 10 rounds.
Cool.
Concentration.
So yeah, one of these guys just straight up disappears. It's Tazia's turn.
I think Tazia was like raising Warhammer to like strike this guy, and he goes, and she just immediately changes direction and whips it at the guy who's running after the house.
Gorgeous. Love that.
So I get to take one attack, but then at the start of my next turn, when it returns to my hand, we have to like do a thing to see if it damages him, basically.
Yeah. The whole Thor hammer situation.
Yeah. I am gonna reckless attack as well with
Nice.
this. Not much better. 18?
That does not hit.
Ugh. Might hit on the way back. I'm gonna swear as a free action. Can I redo my turn? Sorry.
Your whole turn?
Sure.
I'm gonna keep that roll for the hammer,
Yeah.
but what I was gonna do is I can take a shot with my crossbow and then use my bonus action to quick toss and make a ranged attack with a weapon that has a thrown property, which is only my hammer. So my bonus
Okay.
action first to do my quick toss,
Sure.
and then I'll take up my crossbow and take 2 pot shots as my attack action.
Go for it. That is acceptable.
There we go. That is 22 for the first one,
That hits.
and a nat 20 for the second one, and I'm raging.
Woo! Nice. So double rolls.
Double rolls. The first one's 13 points of damage. The second one is 20 points of damage.
Gorgeous.
At the start of my next turn, if he's still up, we'll do the thing for the hammer.
It's gonna
Yeah.
come straight back. So
Thor situation.
I think, Toz, you throw this hammer towards him, and I think maybe even because you had to course correct, there's even more like twist behind your throw, so it goes even further. But despite the fact that he's quite a built guy because he's an orc, he moves out of the way really deftly, like fluidly, like water, but it places him perfectly in line for your crossbow bolt, and you get 1 thunk, 2 thunk to the shoulders, one after the other. I almost want to say Robin Hood style, where you like shoot an arrow and then you shoot an arrow into the middle of that arrow.
I look at Delphi and I point at him as well. And I go, give it up!
Cool, it's the house's turn. House is just going to keep moving away.
Good job, House.
Who is close to Crossbow Boy? Is anyone close to Crossbow Boy?
Raina, I think.
I'm not in melee. I'm closer than the others, I believe.
Okay. Raina, can you do...
I need to be within 60 feet.
Can you do a perception check for me with advantage?
That is 27.
Okay, nice. You can see this guy has a... It looks like almost a pane of glass. Really thin, basically imperceptible on the sort of the side of his trousers. It just catches the light in a way that you can notice it. And you see that he places his hand next to it and does a couple of quick gestures. And even though it's really fast, he's not even looking down at his hand, you recognise that is Thieves' Cant. Signed Thieves' Cant. And you can just about make out that he's saying something like, I need backup.
Brilliant.
He's now going to do something. So remind me how Phantasmal Force works.
Yeah, he can do a investigation check as his action to examine the phantasm, but essentially he just believes that there's a ghost of Felicity attacking him, essentially. So it's up to you whether you think that he might think that's an illusion or whether he would believe it really is there.
Cool. If he attacks it,
Yeah.
is it like, does it dissipate?
No.
Okay. So he could attack it and still...
Yeah, it says that it includes all like sound, temperature, stimuli, everything. It also says that they like rationalize illogical outcomes. So like they could attack it and it not do anything, but they'd be like, well, that's clearly because it's a ghost, obviously.
Right.
You know, and things like
right.
that.
So is it a perception check?
Intelligence.
Intelligence investigation.
Investigation, yes.
Yeah, they've got quite high int, so I am gonna give them that. Is it their whole action
Yes.
to do that?
Does it say at the end of their action, end of their turn, or the start?
No,
of their
it's just as an action.
turn? Okay.
In fact, no, I'm not going to do that. What he is going to do is, while he's sort of doing this signing on one hand, in the other hand he reaches for something in his pocket and throws it at the ghost of Felicity. Who's in front of the bins at the moment? Toz,
Yeah.
Morgan, and Raina. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Delphi was with Toz.
And then Raina's
Yeah.
off somewhere.
In that case, can all of you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh, goody.
Was that an attack roll they're making?
No,
Okay.
15.
Was it a spell, Webster?
it's not a spell.
Okay. Not a spell.
I got 18.
Okay.
I got a 22, by the way.
Oh, I see you're 22, and I raise you 25.
Oh.
You're a professional con person.
That's very
I'm
true.
a wizard.
Toz opens her jacket like, hey kid, do you want to buy any of these?
He pulls something out of his pocket and he throws it on the ground. And from the point where it emanates, a large, billowing cloud of smoke starts to fill all of your vision.
Hey everyone, it's just me interrupting your podcast listening to tell you all about our Patreon, where you can get access to all of our bonus content, both past and future. You can get access to side quest episodes, our 30-minute talkback episodes, table talk, or you can chill out with our cast cozy corner. You could even get a seat at our monthly one-shot table. Plus, all of our patrons are shouted out at the end of every episode. There's even stuff for free on there. So go to patreon.com/Deck of Many Aces and get exploring. Today's promo is for Mixed Bad Luck. Mixed Bad Luck is an audio drama about a queer found family and their mission to escape a bad luck curse while navigating relationships old and new and deciphering a man that can only be described as a cryptid. It includes elements of unreliable narrators, comedy, arson, and so much more. Their final season is dropping now. So without further ado, roll the trailer.
What could go wrong in a month? 31 days, 744 hours. Less than that if you have a decent sleep schedule, but I've yet to meet anyone who does, so I'm gonna assume you all to be insomniacs or solar-powered robots until proven otherwise. Does anyone actually leave their house before 8 p.m. anymore? I'm not leaving beforehand to check, so that can remain a mystery for now. I'd argue 8 p.m. is a world-known time to collect energy drinks and any source of caffeine before settling down and pretending to do those papers due last month. But that's beside the point.
Talking to the cat doesn't count as therapy, you know.
No, but he's a good listener.
I don't blame you. It's been a long month. You ready to put an end to it, Micah?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Then lead the way, Mixed Bad Luck. We've got a curse to stop. What's the worst that could happen?
Famous last words, Salem. Famous last words.
Hurry up, guys, or I'm leaving without you.
Time's up. Let's go before Bailey starts messing with things he shouldn't.
What could go wrong in a month? Spoiler alert, the answer's a lot. Like, a lot.
Stream Mixed Bad Luck wherever you listen to podcasts and join us on our journey to find the good luck amongst the bad.
Delphi doesn't need to breathe.
The obligatory, I have dark vision. I'm going to shout.
Yeah, but like, this is more the, am I going to take damage from the Constitution save? Or am I not because I don't need to breathe it in?
If it's acid, then it might just be on your face anyway.
Yeah.
So, oh my god, that's amazing. So I've rolled exactly the average of the number of dice that I have, which is hilarious. So, Raina, you're going to take 28 points of poison damage.
Oof.
Everyone else is going to take half of that, so 14.
Nice.
And Raina, you have the blinded condition until the end of the crossbow guy's next turn. So you can't see.
Okay.
And you attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage. So he's just used a smoke bomb.
Very rude.
And then he's going to use his bonus action to hide.
Did he not use his bonus action to communicate on the thingamajiggy?
Object interaction. Yeah.
It was worth
I'm
a
giving it to
try.
him as a free action. Yes, so he's run off to a little hiding spot, so you guys now cannot see him.
Even with my passive perception of 21, they got a roll of stealth higher than 21 to hide from me.
Yeah, actually, you don't just get to hide. You have to roll for that.
But you are blinded.
That's
Raina.
true. I am
You are
blind.
blinded, bestie.
I can hear.
Yeah, but you also have to roll for me, huh? You have to roll for my perception.
I'll roll. That's fine.
I can still hear.
I'm gonna fight Ellie, apparently.
What is all of your perceptions, passive perception?
16.
14.
21.
11.
None of you can see him.
Ah.
Because maybe if he can hide as a bonus action, he might be a rogue.
I'm a rogue.
Yeah. And you're stealthy. That's how that works.
It's not like advantage, you don't cancel one another out.
This guy has dropped a smoke bomb and ran away, and it's now Raina's go. Sorry, Raina's go.
Okay, well, the illusion is still there. It doesn't use any of my action or anything to, do stuff. So I guess it's just gonna, go after him because it's in his mind and therefore knows where he is.
That's amazing.
So if anyone would like to follow the illusion...
Yeah, can we see the phantasmal force?
Can you guys see it?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, no, they can't see it. No, he's the only one that can see it.
that's fine. That would have been very funny.
I thought I had gamed the system.
You got a really good loophole then.
Hiding, and then it's like, where could he be? Massive ghost going, ooh.
You still won't be able to do damage to him, though.
So yeah, the ghost's gonna follow him. I think that it is really stretching this incredibly long spell description to say that, I also know exactly where the illusion is, because it doesn't actually specify that.
I have a teacher's pet question for Ellie that might blow up your spot, Chloe. I'm really sorry.
What?
Do you have to roll concentration?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah,
Damn it.
you totally do.
Thank you for the reminder.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, teacher's pet. Thank you, teacher's pet.
So it's 14.
Stop reminding the teacher of the homework.
I'm sorry. I'm not a...
14 isn't too bad.
Well, it's a 9, so...
Oh, cool, it
The
dropped.
phantasmal force is
I'm
a
sorry,
down one.
Chloe.
It's alright, it wasn't doing anything anyway.
Well, if it makes you feel better, the guy has completely rationalized it as this smoke bomb killed the ghost.
Yeah.
Wait, I found out how to kill ghosts. It's smoke.
He's like, damn, my smoke bomb was super effective. I know how to kill ghosts now.
That won't come back to bite him
Oh no,
later.
it's on my turn, never mind. Sorry, this is such bad audio. It's just because I've chosen the spell that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs as a description.
Oh,
All of my
God.
ums is just me trying to pass through all that information. Okay, well, I can't do what I was gonna do. So...
One of them's in the ethereal, in the banishment plane, and the other one is
Yes.
hiding. It's not really very...
Yeah, I should keep an eye on how many rounds that's been.
Position heal thyself.
I could, or I could send a creepy sending to him and intimidate him for the lols.
Do you have to be able to see a creature to send it?
Ooh, it's the ghost of Felicity.
No, not a sending, because I can send a sending
Sweet.
across half the world.
Oh yes, of course you can. That's message is what I'm thinking.
I
of.
don't think any of my other stuff is helpful right now.
I mean, healing yourself is helpful.
Yeah, I'm just checking that I haven't got anything else that's useful. Yes, I will heal myself.
Yay!
Ooh, that's probably more hit points than I'm gonna need, because that was very high. maybe not quite. 25.
Great work.
Woo!
Nice.
Very nice.
And then who would like some bardic inspiration? Emma's got her hand up, so yes, I will give some bardic inspiration to Toz through many coughs.
Yay!
I'll rhythmically cough out a Garamaris-like drum beat, a war drum beat for Toz.
I'm so excited for you to incorporate this into the sound design.
Just even the mental image is horrifying. For the sake of my eardrums, please.
Cursed. Okay, lovely. Morgan, it's your turn.
Yes, there's not much I can do. Is this fog like hanging about still?
It doesn't mechanically hang around, so I imagine that it's a bit like a magician going and then like disappearing behind a puff of smoke. It's dissipating quickly.
They did the magic equivalent of holding up the sheet to the dog and running away.
Yeah, literally. Literally.
Well, yeah, there's not really much point me doing much. I could make green more interesting.
Oh, I have something I can do on my turn that might be helpful.
Do you want me to make one of you more interesting?
Sure.
Yeah, hey Toz, I'm going to make you more interesting.
Everyone's like, buff Toz.
You can certainly try.
I cast a spell with arcane abeyance, and I condense this little spell into a bead, and I hand it to Toz. I was like, hey, it'll make you fast.
Nice, thank you.
Delphi.
How tall is the house?
Good question. Let me have a look.
Questions asked moments before disaster.
Is it house height? I feel like that's a pretty...
It's on legs.
It's probably taller because it's on legs.
Yeah, it's on legs.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah, basically, it's normal dimensions of a house. Let's say like a cottage in particular.
How many floors is it?
Yeah, it's 2-story, right?
It's up to 70 feet tall.
Well, that's like a 6-story building.
I really hope it's not a 70-foot tall house, because that's very unbalanced.
It's not a 70-foot.
That's with the big chicken legs, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that makes a bit more sense.
Yes.
That's very
Definitely.
big.
Definitely not me just reading things and having no concept of how big they are.
Look, 10 feet is like a normal story, okay?
Okay.
Another instance of Ellie doesn't understand how high things are.
Oh my god, okay, no, it's like, okay.
The amount of times we've said 10 feet is a story, Ellie.
It's like 30 feet in the air
Okay.
on these legs, and the actual house is like 2 stories.
Okay, so do we like roughly know where this guy has run off to, or is it just like somewhere that he can hide?
You're on a street, there's like a limited number of alleyways and hiding places that he could have escaped to.
Okay.
You can certainly investigate, and I would give you that.
Can I do that as like a bonus action?
Yes.
I don't necessarily need to know like where he is exactly, but like roughly where he could have gone.
Yeah.
Is it because you're going to set him on fire?
I don't need to be able to see him as the result of this action.
I see. Yeah, I'm not going to give it to you as a free action because that feels
No.
way too nice, but I think giving it to you as a whole action is also maybe too mean.
Yeah, cool.
A bit mean.
Bonus action, investigation. This should go well. That is a 20 on the dice, so that's a 30 in total. Delphi mind palaces and is like, he's there. Get him. Sick him.
Previously, I rolled a 29.
Yeah, so you find him. You're like, God, this guy's disappeared. Where's he gone? And then you're like, oh yeah, he's in that alleyway. You just know. You just know he's there.
Good.
Oh, incredible. Wonderful.
You can't let us have nice stuff, Ellie.
Is this alleyway like, 5 foot wide or something?
Yes.
Incredible. And how long is this alleyway, just for reference?
roughly like 20 feet.
Incredible. Thank you so much.
Fireball!
No. Delphi's going to cast Wall of Light. Which is a 5-foot thick wall
Yeah, it's a nasty spell.
that is 10 foot high and is 60 foot long. So Delphi is going to canvas in this entire alleyway in a wall of light.
Is there anyone else in the alleyway?
I hope not.
Not in the alleyway, no.
Not for long. So I think as long as they are in there, it is hitting them.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
It's like, yeah, I escaped.
Yeah, like, so from the perspective of this guy, he's like, oh no, these guys are stronger than I expected. Time to deploy my escape strategy. Smoke bomb, goes, hides in this alleyway, waiting for backup. And then suddenly a search beam just appears on him.
Well, it's like on him and all of the space he can see. Like every single space he could be in is just covered in light.
So what does Wall of Light do?
So Wall of Light, you can move through it, but it damages you if you're inside it. If you fail a save, you also get blinded.
Sweet.
Good lord.
And then, as an action, I can use it to launch a beam at a person.
He's going to be taking 4d8 whatever damage.
Every time they end their turn in that Wall of
Radiant.
Light. So I want that Wall of Light to cover the alleyway and then the street, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe
yeah.
not the street, actually. Half of the street. So we can get around it if we need to.
I hope you went really far down that alleyway.
Yeah.
Well, Ellie did say 20 feet.
So it's the whole alleyway, and I will say, like, probably the whole street. It's created a wall of light between where you currently are and the house.
Yes. Okay. Would you like to roll a Constitution saving throw, assuming that they're in the Wall of Light?
Yes, they're very much in the wall of light. I will roll a Constitution saving throw.
And I'm going to start rolling d8s.
I'm gonna start rolling d8s. That's so intimidating. That's a 15.
You know, I also rolled 15 on the damage. I have a spell save of 18, so you take 15 damage and you're blinded. For 1 minute.
Revenge!
Oh my gosh! He dished it and he also received it.
They can make a Constitution saving throw at the end of each of their turn, end the effect on its success.
Okay,
I will say, though, they can still become blinded again if they are in the thing.
so he's currently blinded.
They are blinded for a minute, so 10 rounds.
Cool. Lovely. That was incredibly effective. It's Felicity's go. Now that you all can probably quite clearly see this guy.
He's been lit up.
I will say, this also emits bright light for 120 feet and then dim light for another 120 feet. So I have made a beacon in this street.
You have.
You've lit up the
Good
entire
job.
street.
Good job.
It is the
Yeah.
middle of the night.
Yep.
Yeah, there are some, like, house alarms going off.
There are people very annoyed looking out the window.
Yeah, because it's like 3 a.m. at this
Yep.
point, I think. Like, it's not...
Delphi doesn't know what non-lethal damage is. She also doesn't know what being quiet in the middle of the night in the street is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If no one's cast Chatter yet.
True. Eiriol's looking like that's a challenge.
Yeah.
Horrifying. So Felicity is going to hurl an undulating, warbling mass of chaotic energy at this guy.
Whoa.
She got a 19, so I'm not even going to check her attack, because that will definitely hit.
Woohoo!
And I get to roll 2d8 and 1d6, and then on one of the d8s determines the type of damage, because it's chaos. I'm gonna say that whatever number comes up on this rainbow d8, my d-gate, is gonna be the 1.
When I get unblinded, I'm gonna be like, what the hell is going on?
You're going to remain blinded.
yeah.
That was not a lot, but it is 9 fire damage. If you roll the same number on both d8s, the chaotic energy leaps from the target to a different creature of your choice. Well, there is no other.
Did you roll the same number, but you can't do it? That's sad.
I did. It's so sad. It's so sad.
I do like Chaos Bolt.
Oh yeah, Chaos Bolt's one of the ones that can go infinitely if you roll
Yeah.
ridiculously well.
That's insane.
Because it can just keep on bouncing.
The worst thing about it is I rolled 3 3s.
Does it go to the guy that's been banished because Felicity did it?
The guy that's been banished. No. This one's just going to take 9 points of damage.
I do love Chaos Bolt, but it's another example of a spell that is just way too complicated for its own good.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, that's Felicity's go. Tazia, it's your turn.
Cool. So nothing is in the way of me catching my hammer as it comes back to me.
Nope.
So much like pivoting as soon as the guy got banished, she snatches it out the air as it returns to her. Again, just turns and immediately chucks it down the alley.
Nice. Into the light.
This is, again,
Roll me an attack roll, please.
bonus action, quick toss, expanding the penultimate of my superiority die. Oh, come on! That's another 18. It misses again. Wait, bardic
Down.
inspiration!
Yeah,
Add it!
That is a 23.
that hits.
Woo!
Thank God.
Oh, by the way, don't we get advantage on attacks against them because they're blinded?
You're so
Yes.
right, you do. That is very correct.
Oh, well, I'll roll again in case I crit. I didn't. I got a 3.
Okay.
Not so great.
Never mind then.
But that is 12 points of damage.
Nice.
And I'm going to do the same thing as last time, so bonus action, quick toss, and then crossbow.
Awesome.
First one is a 28 to hit.
That hits.
Second one is 16.
That does not hit.
So that is 10 points of damage from the crossbow.
Lovely. So this guy is now looking severely bloodied as Taz, you shielding your eyes, throw your hammer into this beacon of light, but you still manage to hit true, and then following that with 2 more crossbow bolts. This guy is not looking good. The house is gonna continue to run away.
Good job, house. We like this.
Good job, house.
Goodbye, house.
Good job, house.
Keep going.
Can I get all of you to roll a perception check for me, please?
I have disadvantage.
Pretty good.
I have 16 plus 6.
16.
Okay.
13.
21.
Okay. So I think Morgan, probably because of the direction you're facing, still focusing your energy where the guy was originally, and Toz, as you sort of turn away from the bright lights with bright spots in your eyes, you can see in the darkness 2 figures coming up the main road. If the house is at 12 o'clock, the remaining orc guy is in an alley at about 10 o'clock, and these 2 are coming at you from 6 o'clock.
Can I point and shout?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Free action, yeah.
Yeah, I will notify every one of them being there.
Right.
Awesome. As you do this, you hear, coming from, let's say, 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock, a sort of, whoosh of air and a little clink on the floor, and then 2 more billowing clouds of smoke appear. Can I get you to roll me 2 Constitution saving throws, please, one after the other? And that's all of you.
Oh, okay.
Oh no! Oh, it's bad. It's
Oi.
bad, you guys.
Okay, I'm re-rolling my first one with my Arcane Abeyance,
I failed, Eddie. I can tell you.
and that didn't work either, so I failed one and got the other. Not Arcane Abeyance, I meant Chronal Shift.
What's the DC?
I got a 20 and a 10.
DC 16.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I passed one, I failed one.
I also failed both.
I'm just gonna roll this some damage real quick.
Ooh, I might be down.
This is how we TPK, guys. At 9:45 on a Wednesday.
Harry Party. I should not have been so blasé about how we were totally winning this fight and I didn't need to do much.
I think Ellie heard us bragging about how we were totally going to win the fight and then decided to ruin our plans.
I never said we were going to win the fight. I just said that these guys seemed like morons.
Me.
Who passed the first one?
Me.
The people who passed the first one are going to take 13 damage.
Oh, yeah.
The people who failed the first one are going to take 27 damage.
Cool.
Cool.
Is it my turn now?
I am gonna be down, I can tell you.
I have 87 hit points.
Yeah.
The second one, the people who passed are going to get 13 damage. The people who failed are going to get 27 damage.
Oh, okay. We're
Ooh,
suddenly in
boy.
a bit of a sticky situation.
I am down. That does mean that Wall of Light drops.
I'm up.
I have 1 hit point.
I'm up.
Okay.
Aren't you glad I took Mass Cure Wounds, guys?
So glad.
Oh, you're the best.
Did anybody succeed both checks?
No.
No.
No. Okay, then you guys don't know what's about to happen next.
I think we may be about to get arrested.
If we're using the 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, who is where?
I think I was in the air somewhere.
I'm at the butt of the alley, like looking into it, having just thrown my hammer down there.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm in the middle of the road, probably opposite the alley, but not in the Wall of Light.
I am in the air. Felicity is also on the roof, by the way. I think she should be out of the way
Okay.
of this.
She's out of the way of this.
Delphi's just in the middle of the road, where they were when they were fighting the rapier guy.
Okay, something happens, and then Tozia,
Mm-hmm.
you can feel that somebody is trying to grapple you. We do a contested grapple check,
Yes,
but
we
obviously
can.
we have advantage.
Oh, wait. Morgan, I can only use the bead as an action, right?
The spell's a bonus action.
Okay, it's not my turn, so I can't use it. Cool. Oh, no! Come on, man. That's an 11. And a +8 to that roll. I got 3 on the dice.
Okay, so this god got a 22.
Loser.
So yeah, you can feel that you have been restrained by someone who's definitely smaller than you as
Oh,
well.
that's embarrassing. At least everyone else is blind.
Humiliating.
I go, we're getting arrested again!
Deck of Many Aces is Am Chisholm, Eiriol Evans, Ellie Webster, Katie McLeod, and me, Chloe Elliott. Massive thanks to our patrons Nate Scott Jones, Ouroboros, EK Green, Space Ben, Callum D, Ibad, KP, Steph Burke-Stelia, and Sarah. You can find us on social media at Deck of Many Aces or on our website, deckofmanyaces.com. Don't forget to join our Discord, it's completely free to access for everybody. And if you feel so inclined, you can support us on Patreon for as little as £3 a month, where you can get access to our bonus content. If you enjoyed the music to this podcast, you can find it on streaming platforms under Chloe Elliott. Plus, don't forget to check out me and Am on RWD. We have just finished campaign 2 and we'll be starting a new campaign very, very shortly, so do go check that out. And as always, to keep up with what Ellie's up to, go to the link in the episode description to subscribe to their newsletter. That's it from me. Have a nice week. Bye!